Audio Jungle.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Kayla's Mario back with another video in 2025, bruh. And today we have Connect's Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi figures. And so these guys are pretty old now, and they're pretty old nowadays for real. And you see these two, they came out in 2011. Wario, he came out since like 2012, and Waluigi came out in 2014. So yeah, let's get off with Mario first. Alright, so here is Mario, where he can move his arms and his head. And it's almost like a Lego figure, but except it's a Connect's Mario figure. And I gotta say, they did a pretty good job on this figure. This figure is fire. And I recommend you getting this. If you guys have it already, let me know in the comments. If you don't, then, you know, ask your parents to get you one, because, you know, they will love you, and then they would say yes. But if they say nah, then another day for real. But, yeah, I actually like how this figure is well done. They did a really good job. Shout out to Connects that made this figure. So, yeah, this figure is pretty good. Now, next up, let's get on with Luigi. Alright, now we have Luigi. I gotta say, this is pretty good, real talk, bro. And, you know, he's very well done. Like with Mario, you know, it's the same thing as always. And I gotta say, they did pretty well on this figure. So, this Luigi figure, it's pretty good. And I'll just say, this figure is it's pretty old. But anyways, that's the Luigi. I mean, there's nothing really else to say about this, because it's the same kind of thing as Mario's. So, you know what? Yeah, that's pretty the same thing. Let's get on with Wario. Alright, here is the Wario. And, you know, he's kind of a little bit different. But it's like the same thing as Mario and Luigi. You just move the same things, but it's a little bit different considering the fact that this figure came out like 1 year later after Mario and Luigi. So, yeah, I gotta say, this figure is pretty good, bro. And, you know, he has the W's on his gloves, like, whoopsies. My bad. Didn't mean to pull that off. There's the W on his glove, which they should be, like from the games. And yeah, and also the white thing around the yellow brim of his cap. So yeah, bruh. Anyways, let's move on to the last figure. That's like pretty much more harder to find, which is Waluigi. And last but not least, you can't forget about the purple leaky man that everyone wants in Smash Bros. Ultimate, is Connect's Waluigi. So, this figure, he has the upside down L's on his, you know, gloves, which obviously in the games, the same thing with Wario. And I gotta say, he looks pretty good. But for some reason, he's not really a lot taller than he should be, but I mean, if they made it tall, it would be, like, huge, if you want to say, bro. So, yeah, bro. That's how they made it. But I gotta say, this figure is pretty well done. So, you know, this figure came out in 2014, and it's, like, the rarest one to find in, like, Series 4 of the Connect's Mario blind bag. But if you find it on eBay, this is the good way to go, because, you know, getting the bag would be impossible to get him. So yeah, that's Waluigi. Alright, that was Connect's Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi figures. If you like this sort of thing, be sure to hit the like, comment down below what I should do next, and subscribe. Whatever you want me to do next, of course, bruh. Alright, this is Kayla's Mario, signing off for the final time. Peace.